Ladies, let's talk about what it means to be a smart woman. To be wise is to know yourself deeply, to hold yourself with love and respect, and to nurture the life you truly deserve. Today, I want to share 7 powerful rules that smart women live by. These are guiding principles, gentle reminders, and sources of strength to help you walk your path with grace and clarity. Recognizing and embracing your worth is a journey into a deeper relationship with yourself, a realization that your value exists independently of what you do, what you have, or how others see you. When you recognize your worth, it changes the way you see the world and, in turn, how the world responds to you. Your worth is intrinsic. It doesn't need to be earned, proven, or qualified. It simply is. Embracing this fact brings a peace that no external approval or material success can provide. This understanding lays the foundation for self-love, genuine confidence, and personal power. Every day we are surrounded by messages telling us to strive to be more, do more, or achieve more. The world often measures worth by what can be counted accomplishments, possessions, or popularity. But these measures are superficial and fleeting. They don't touch the core of who you are. You are not defined by what you have, or don't have, or by what others think of you. Your worth isn't tied to how productive or successful you are, and it certainly isn't about fitting into someone else's expectations. It's about knowing that just by being here, alive and breathing, you are inherently valuable. When you understand this, you begin to see yourself with more compassion, to treat yourself with respect, and to stop searching outside for what can only be found within. Embracing your worth is also about recognizing your uniqueness. Each person has a distinct set of qualities, strengths, and ways of seeing the world. You are the only one with your particular experiences, gifts, and perspective. This uniqueness is part of your worth. It's what makes you irreplaceable. When you understand that you have something valuable to bring to the world simply by being yourself, you can let go of the fear of not being enough. The idea that you are already whole, that nothing about you needs to be fixed to be worthy, allows you to approach life with a sense of confidence and calm. This understanding also helps you embrace your imperfections. They are part of your unique essence and are not flaws that diminish your worth. They simply make you human. In recognizing your worth, you also free yourself from the constant need for validation. The desire for approval can be a powerful force, but it can also trap you in a cycle of pleasing others and ignoring your own needs. When you know your worth, external validation becomes less important. You don't need someone else's approval to feel good about yourself because you understand that you're enough just as you are. This doesn't mean you reject all feedback or don't care about others' opinions, but rather that you have a steady internal source of confidence and don't rely solely on others to feel valuable. This freedom empowers you to make decisions that align with your values and dreams, rather than bending to meet others' expectations. This journey of embracing your worth also has a profound impact on your relationships. When you recognize your value, you're less likely to tolerate relationships that don't honor you. You're able to set boundaries that protect your emotional health, knowing that you deserve respect and kindness. By understanding your worth, you become aware that love and respect are not things you have to earn by changing who you are. They are things you deserve simply by being you. This realization allows you to attract relationships that are more supportive, balanced, and nourishing. People who truly see and value you will be drawn to the authenticity and strength that come from knowing your worth. Furthermore, embracing your worth allows you to be more resilient. Life is full of challenges, and when you face setbacks, knowing your worth helps you stay grounded. Failure doesn't diminish your value, it's just a part of the human experience. When you know your worth, you can see challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than as threats to your self-esteem. You become more resilient, knowing that no matter what happens, your worth remains intact. This perspective allows you to take risks, pursue your passions, and embrace new experiences without fear of failure. When you recognize and embrace your worth, you also give others permission to do the same. You become an example of self-respect and authenticity, inspiring those around you to see their own value. The confidence and kindness that come from embracing your worth create a ripple effect, encouraging others to look within and appreciate their unique qualities. This is one of the greatest gifts you can give to yourself and to others, because it encourages a world where people are valued for who they truly are, not for who they pretend to be. Embracing your worth is an ongoing journey. It's a practice that involves nurturing yourself, showing compassion in difficult moments, and choosing to see your value, even on days when it's hard to feel. Some days you might struggle to fully recognize your worth, and that's okay. The key is to keep returning to this truth, to remind yourself that you are valuable beyond measure. As you strengthen this understanding, it will become a guiding light, shaping how you see yourself, how you navigate life, and how you relate to others. In embracing your worth, you claim a life of authenticity, peace, and joy. You begin to live with a quiet confidence that radiates from within, a confidence that doesn't need to be proven. And as you honor your worth, you set yourself free to live, love, and create in a way that reflects the beautiful, valuable person that you are. Setting boundaries with love and respect is one of the most empowering acts of self-care we can give ourselves and those around us. Boundaries are often misunderstood as barriers, but they are not walls meant to keep people out. Rather, they are gentle limits that define where we end and where others begin. Boundaries honor our needs, protect our emotional well-being, and allow us to engage with others authentically. When set with love and respect, boundaries create a harmonious balance in relationships, ensuring that we honor both ourselves and those we care about. Many people struggle with setting boundaries because they fear it will lead to rejection or conflict. It's natural to want to avoid uncomfortable conversations, especially when it comes to relationships that mean a lot to us. However, boundaries are essential for maintaining healthy connections. They allow us to preserve our own identity, even in close relationships, so that we don't lose ourselves in the needs and expectations of others. Setting boundaries is not about being selfish or unkind. It is about caring for ourselves in a way that also respects the other person's experience. When we set boundaries with kindness and clarity, we communicate our needs without anger, resentment, or guilt. To set boundaries, we first need to become aware of our own needs, values, and limits. Often people ignore their own needs in an attempt to keep others happy, but this leads to frustration and burnout. When we give too much of ourselves without honoring our limits, it's easy to feel depleted, resentful, and taken for granted. Recognizing our needs and honoring them is not only healthy but necessary. By tuning into our emotions and listening to what feels right and comfortable for us, we can identify areas in our lives where boundaries are needed. This awareness is the first step in building a life that respects our inner peace and well-being. Once we know what our boundaries are, the next step is to communicate them clearly and kindly. It's important to remember that setting boundaries is not about creating distance or conflict, but about being honest and authentic. Clear communication helps others understand where we stand and what we need. By expressing ourselves openly, we create a foundation for mutual respect and understanding. For example, if a friend repeatedly expects you to be available at a moment's notice, it's okay to say, "I value our friendship and I want to be there for you, but I need some notice to make plans." By framing the conversation with kindness, you can express your needs without creating defensiveness or hurt feelings. One of the most empowering aspects of setting boundaries is the realization that we don't have to justify or apologize for our limits. Too often, people feel the need to over-explain their boundaries, fearing they may appear selfish or unkind. But setting a boundary is a healthy act, and there's no need to feel guilty for it. Your time, energy, and emotions are precious resources, and it's okay to protect them. Setting a boundary without excessive justification allows us to stay grounded in our worth and assertiveness. It's a quiet, gentle way of saying, I respect myself and I respect you enough to be honest about what I need. As we practice setting boundaries, it's natural to feel some resistance from others, especially if they are used to us saying yes to everything. Change can be difficult for everyone involved, but over time, people who genuinely respect and care for us will come to understand and appreciate our boundaries. It's also important to honor and respect the boundaries make us healthier, happier, and more present in the relationship. Just as we need to protect our own well-being, we must acknowledge that others have their own way. They allow us to engage fully and authentically empathy without resentment or exhaustion. It says, I see you, I value you, boundaries make relationships stronger. What you need this respect because they are built on mutual respect and trust, as it fosters an environment where everyone feels safe to be themselves without judgment or pressure. Over time, setting boundaries becomes an act of self-love, a declaration of worth that invites others to treat us with the same respect. It empowers us to let go of situations, people, and behaviors that drain us, creating space for those that uplift and energize us. In this way, boundaries act as filters, allowing in only what serves our highest good and letting go of what doesn't. They help us build a life that reflects our values, priorities, and true self. The journey of setting boundaries may feel challenging at times, especially if it's new for us. There may be moments of discomfort as we step into this new way of interacting with others. But with each boundary we set, we reinforce our inner strength and confidence. Every act of setting a boundary is a reminder that we have the power to shape our own lives, to honor our needs, and to live in alignment with who we truly are. When we approach boundaries with love and respect, they become acts of kindness, both toward ourselves and those around us. Boundaries are not barriers, but pathways to healthier, more authentic relationships. They allow us to be fully present in our lives and to engage with others in a way that is open, honest, and compassionate. Setting boundaries with love and respect is not just an act of self-care, it's a gift to everyone in our lives, creating a space where we can all connect, grow, and thrive. Maintaining positive self-talk is one of the most powerful tools for shaping our lives, influencing our perceptions, and empowering us to face challenges with resilience and grace. Our self-talk, the inner dialogue we carry on throughout the day, acts as a lens through which we interpret our experiences. Often we may not even be aware of this constant stream of thoughts. However, these words hold an immense power over our mood, self-esteem, and even the outcomes we experience. When we shift our self-talk to be supportive, compassionate, and positive, we invite a transformative effect into our lives, one that allows us to see our own worth, potential, and the limitless possibilities around us. Positive self-talk doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or pretending that everything is perfect. It's not about ignoring real problems or refusing to acknowledge challenging emotions. Rather, positive self-talk is a practice of choosing words that support rather than discourage us, especially during tough times. It's about approaching ourselves with kindness and understanding, encouraging ourselves like we would a friend, and reframing situations in a way that helps us grow rather than tearing us down. Instead of thinking, I failed, I'm not good enough. Positive self-talk might sound like, this didn't go as planned, but I learned something valuable. I can do better next time. Cultivating positive self-talk begins with awareness. Often we're so used to our habitual thoughts that we don't even recognize them. Throughout the day, take a moment to tune into your inner dialogue. Are your thoughts critical, judgmental, or harsh? Do they make you feel empowered or defeated? Gaining awareness of your self-talk is the first step toward transformation. Once you start paying attention, you may be surprised to find just how frequently self-doubt, fear, or negativity creeps into your mind. This awareness isn't meant to create guilt or shame, but to open a door to change. Recognizing the moments when we are hard on ourselves is the beginning of learning to shift toward compassion and encouragement. Once you're aware of the nature of your self-talk, it's essential to begin practicing gentle, compassionate reframing. If you catch yourself thinking, "I always mess things up," try shifting to a thought like, "I've learned from past experiences and I'm getting better each day." This small adjustment may seem simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Reframing is not about denying the truth, but about seeing it in a way that is supportive and empowering. It allows you to acknowledge any areas for improvement without tearing yourself down, creating space for growth and self-acceptance. Positive self-talk also involves practicing self-compassion. We often speak to ourselves in ways we would never speak to someone else. Imagine if you were encouraging a friend who had made a mistake or faced a setback. You would likely speak with understanding, reassurance, and kindness, reminding them that one setback doesn't define them. In moments of self-doubt or failure, try to adopt this same compassionate approach for yourself. Tell yourself, "It's okay to make mistakes, I'm human." And I'm learning. Self-compassion nurtures resilience, helping us bounce back stronger after challenges and reminding us that we are deserving of love and kindness even when things don't go perfectly. Another key element of positive self-talk is focusing on your strengths and achievements rather than fixating on perceived flaws or failures. The mind often has a natural negativity bias, which makes us more likely to remember mistakes or shortcomings than successes. To counter this, make a conscious effort to remind yourself of the things you've done well, the challenges you've overcome, and the strengths that make you unique. This isn't about arrogance, but about acknowledging your worth. Celebrating your strengths gives you confidence, helping you to build a solid foundation for future successes. Incorporating gratitude into your self-talk can also be transformative. When you focus on gratitude, it shifts your mind from a state of lack to one of abundance. It helps you see the good in yourself, others, and the world around you. Instead of focusing on what's going wrong, gratitude helps you recognize what's going well. Practice thinking thoughts like, "I'm grateful for my resilience," or "I'm thankful for the opportunities to learn and grow." Gratitude fosters a positive mindset, helping you approach life with openness and optimism. Maintaining positive self-talk is an ongoing practice, and like any habit, it takes time to develop. You may have days when your inner dialogue is overwhelmingly positive and other days when it feels challenging to find a kind word for yourself. Be patient and gentle with yourself throughout this process. Every time you choose to replace a negative thought with a supportive one, you're strengthening a new habit that will eventually become second nature. With each positive word, you reinforce a mindset that is kinder, more resilient, and more compassionate toward yourself. Positive self-talk also empowers you to handle life's inevitable challenges with greater resilience. When faced with adversity, a supportive inner dialogue encourages you to see obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than as insurmountable problems. Instead of thinking, "I'll never get through this," positive self-talk might sound like, "I've faced challenges before, and I've always found a way through. I am capable of handling this." This perspective doesn't just change how you feel, it changes how you respond, allowing you to face challenges with confidence and a proactive attitude. In essence, positive self-talk is about creating a safe space within your own mind, a sanctuary where you can find comfort, strength, and encouragement. By choosing words that lift you up, you are nurturing a relationship with yourself that is grounded in love, respect, and understanding. This shift in your inner dialogue empowers you to move through life with greater self-assurance, resilience, and joy. Maintaining positive self-talk is a practice that can truly transform your life, helping you to see yourself as you really are, worthy, capable, and full of potential. Trusting and following your intuition is one of the most profound ways to align with your true self and create a life that feels authentic, fulfilling, and deeply meaningful. Intuition is an inner knowing that transcends logic and reasoning. It's a quiet yet powerful voice that guides you toward what feels right, even when it may not make sense to others or even to your rational mind. Honoring this internal compass allows you to navigate life's challenges and choices with confidence, as intuition often knows the path that leads to our highest good. Intuition speaks to us through subtle sensations, feelings, or flashes of insight, and it often operates beneath the surface of conscious thought. This inner wisdom is rooted in our experiences, perceptions, and even our subconscious understanding of the world. Often people mistake intuition for impulsive thinking, but intuition is quite different. It emerges from a place of calm and clarity rather than from fear or anxiety. It's that gentle nudge or gut feeling that something is right or wrong. When we learn to listen to it, intuition can become a powerful ally in decision-making, leading us toward opportunities and experiences that align with our deepest values and desires. One of the first steps to trusting your intuition is learning to quiet the noise of everyday life. Modern life is filled with distractions and pressures that can drown out our inner voice, leaving us feeling lost or unsure. Meditation, mindfulness, and moments of stillness can help you tune into your intuition. When the mind is calm, you can more easily sense the subtle guidance within. In these quiet moments, you create space for your intuition to arise naturally. Often we find that the answers we seek are already within us, waiting to be heard when we're ready to listen. It's also essential to differentiate intuition from fear or wishful thinking. Sometimes our minds can trick us into believing something is right because it feels comfortable or safe. Intuition, however, isn't about staying within our comfort zones. It's about recognizing what truly resonates with us on a deeper level. Intuition may sometimes nudge us toward the unknown, pushing us to take risks or make changes that feel challenging. When something doesn't sit right with us, even if it's safe or familiar, that's our intuition telling us to reconsider. By learning to recognize the sensation of genuine intuition, a calm, persistent feeling rather than an anxious urge, we can distinguish it from fleeting emotions. A powerful way to develop trust in your intuition is to reflect on times when you've followed it in the past. Think of moments when you just knew what to do, even if it didn't make sense logically, and how things unfolded as a result. Perhaps you felt drawn to a particular opportunity or sensed that a certain decision wasn't right for you. By looking back on these moments, you can begin to recognize the unique ways in which your intuition communicates with you. This self-reflection reinforces your belief in your intuitive abilities, showing you that it has been guiding you all along, even when you weren't consciously aware of it. Following your intuition requires courage, especially in situations where your inner guidance conflicts with others' expectations or societal norms. Many times we're taught to prioritize external validation or follow conventional wisdom rather than our own instincts. However, when you ignore your intuition to conform to others' desires or ideals, you risk losing touch with your authentic self. Trusting your intuition means valuing your own inner voice as much as, or even more than, the opinions of others. It's about acknowledging that only you truly know what's best for your life. By following your intuition, you empower yourself to live authentically and honor your unique path. At times, intuition may lead you in unexpected directions, perhaps toward a new career, relationship, or lifestyle. Trusting this guidance, even if it feels uncertain, allows you to embrace opportunities that may not have appeared on a logical path. Following your intuition requires faith in yourself and in the unfolding of life. It's about letting go of rigid plans and allowing your life to evolve in alignment with your inner wisdom. This approach doesn't mean that everything will always go smoothly, but it does mean that you'll be living in a way that feels deeply fulfilling and true to who you are. As you begin to rely more on your intuition, you may also notice that it strengthens and becomes clearer. Intuition is like a muscle. The more you use it, the more it grows. Each time you trust it, you reinforce a cycle of self-trust that builds confidence and clarity. Over time, your intuition will become a trusted guide, helping you make decisions and navigate life's complexities with ease. This self-trust frees you from self-doubt and indecision, empowering you to act with conviction and purpose. One of the most beautiful aspects of intuition is that it connects us to something larger than ourselves. Many people describe intuition as a link to universal wisdom, a feeling that we're being guided by something beyond our personal knowledge. This sense of connection can be a source of comfort and inspiration, reminding us that we're not alone in our journey. Intuition aligns us with the flow of life, helping us navigate not only our personal path, but also our interactions with others in the world. It creates a harmonious rhythm, allowing us to move through life with confidence and ease. In trusting and following your intuition, you're choosing to honor your inner wisdom and live authentically. This path may not always be the easiest, but it is deeply rewarding. When you follow your intuition, you're choosing to live in alignment with who you are at your core. You're allowing yourself to be guided by a force that has your highest good at heart, even when it may not be immediately clear. Over time, this practice of trust will open doors, deepen your self-understanding, and lead you toward a life that feels rich, purposeful, and genuinely fulfilling. Fostering joy and practicing gratitude are transformative practices that invite positivity, resilience, and a deep sense of fulfillment into our lives. In a world filled with distractions, demands, and occasional hardships, intentionally nurturing joy and embracing gratitude can be grounding, helping us to navigate life with a renewed sense of purpose and presence. When we commit to fostering joy, we're not waiting for external circumstances to make us happy. Rather, we're actively cultivating a mindset that seeks beauty, wonder, and contentment in everyday experiences. Practicing gratitude, meanwhile, amplifies this joy, drawing our attention to the many blessings we often overlook, no matter how small or grand. Fostering joy begins with mindfulness, being fully present in the moment and attuned to the experiences, people, and opportunities around us. Often we are so focused on achieving goals, solving problems, or planning for the future that we overlook the joy available in each day. When we cultivate mindfulness, we open ourselves to the little moments that make life meaningful: the warmth of sunlight on our face, the laughter of a loved one, the satisfaction of a task completed, or the beauty of nature around us. These small joys, when savored, can bring a deep sense of fulfillment, even during challenging times. This practice reminds us that joy is not a rare, fleeting experience, but a state of being that we can invite into our lives by choosing to notice and cherish the present. Practicing gratitude enhances and deepens our experience of joy. Gratitude is more than simply saying thank you or acknowledging the good things in our lives. It's about genuinely feeling appreciation for all that we have, all that we are, and all the people who support us. When we practice gratitude, we shift our focus from what's missing or imperfect to what's already abundant and meaningful. This shift in perspective helps us to see life's gifts, even during difficult times. Gratitude has a unique power to transform our mood and mindset. It helps us to focus on the positives, which naturally fosters a joyful outlook and an optimistic approach to life. One way to deepen the practice of gratitude is to keep a gratitude journal. At the end of each day, spend a few moments reflecting on what you're grateful for and write it down. These reflections don't have to be grand or extraordinary. Often it's the small moments, a kind word from a friend, a delicious meal, or a moment of laughter that bring the most joy. Over time, as you cultivate this habit, you'll begin to notice an overall shift in your outlook. Reflecting on your blessings regularly rewires your brain to see the good, and you'll find yourself feeling more optimistic and resilient even when faced with challenges. Fostering joy and practicing gratitude also involves letting go of perfectionism and embracing acceptance. Often we place unrealistic expectations on ourselves and others, believing that joy will come once everything is just right. This mindset can keep us in a constant state of dissatisfaction, always searching for happiness in the next achievement, relationship, or milestone. True joy, however, is not about perfection or waiting for the perfect conditions. It's about accepting life as it is, with all its beauty and flaws. When we let go of the need for everything to be perfect, we open ourselves up to experiencing joy in ways we may not have anticipated, finding beauty in imperfection and peace in acceptance. Another powerful way to cultivate joy and gratitude is to give back. When we contribute to the lives of others, whether through acts of kindness, volunteering, or simply being present for a friend, we create a ripple effect of positivity. Helping others fosters a sense of connection and purpose, reminding us of our shared humanity and the importance of compassion. Giving back also expands our perspective, showing us the impact we can have and highlighting the many things we have to be grateful for. When we act with kindness and generosity, we not only bring joy to others, but also deepen our own sense of fulfillment and gratitude. Fostering joy and practicing gratitude also involve embracing a mindset of abundance. Often we are conditioned to believe in scarcity, focusing on what we lack rather than what we have. This mindset can lead to feelings of inadequacy, envy, or fear. An abundance mindset, however, shifts our focus from lack to possibility. It helps us to see that there is enough love, success, and happiness to go around, and that we are deserving of all good things. When we embrace abundance, we naturally feel more joyful and grateful because we recognize that life is rich with opportunities and blessings. Joy and gratitude are deeply interconnected, each fueling the other. When we choose to feel gratitude, we naturally experience more joy as gratitude directs our attention to what is good in our lives. Similarly, when we foster joy, we feel more grateful for the present moment and for the richness of our experiences. Together, these practices create a positive feedback loop, inviting more peace, resilience, and fulfillment into our lives. Ultimately, fostering joy and practicing gratitude are about creating a way of living that honors the beauty of the present moment. They remind us that happiness is not a destination, but a journey, one that we create with our thoughts, actions, and choices. By choosing joy, we invite positivity into our lives, making each day feel brighter and more meaningful. By practicing gratitude, we anchor ourselves in appreciation, finding contentment in all that we have and all that we have, and all that we are. Together, these practices empower us to live with an open heart, ready to embrace life's blessings and navigate its challenges with grace and resilience. Through the cultivation of joy and gratitude, we can create a life that feels whole, abundant, and filled with love. Surrounding yourself with supportive relationships is one of the most significant choices you can make for your well-being and personal growth. The people we choose to have in our lives have a profound influence on our thoughts, emotions, and overall happiness. Supportive relationships provide us with a sense of belonging, encouragement, and unconditional love, which can bolster our resilience in the face of life's challenges. When we surround ourselves with individuals who uplift and inspire us, we create an environment that fosters growth, self-discovery, and joy. The first step to surrounding yourself with supportive relationships is to evaluate the current relationships in your life. Take a moment to reflect on the people you spend the most time with. Do they energize you or drain you? Do they celebrate your successes or undermine your confidence? It's essential to recognize how your relationships impact your emotional and mental health. Supportive relationships are characterized by mutual respect, understanding, and encouragement. They help you feel seen, heard, and valued, creating a safe space for you to express yourself authentically. Conversely, relationships that are toxic or draining can contribute to feelings of anxiety, self-doubt, and unhappiness. Once you've identified the relationships that nurture and support you, it's important to foster and prioritize these connections. Make an effort to spend quality time with those who uplift you. Share experiences, engage in meaningful conversations, and create lasting memories together. These moments deepen your bond and help you to feel a greater sense of connection and support. Even small acts of kindness, a phone call, a text message, or a handwritten note can strengthen these supportive relationships, reminding your loved ones that they matter to you. In addition to nurturing existing relationships, actively seek out new connections that align with your values and aspirations. Surrounding yourself with supportive individuals doesn't happen by chance. It requires intention and openness. Look for communities, groups, or activities that resonate with your interests and passions. Whether it's joining a book club, attending workshops, or volunteering for a cause you care about, engaging in these activities can introduce you to like-minded individuals who share your goals and outlook on life. Building a diverse network of supportive relationships can enrich your life and provide you with a broader perspective on challenges and opportunities. It's also essential to establish healthy boundaries within your relationships. While supportive relationships are meant to uplift and inspire you, they can also become overwhelming if you're not careful. Be clear about your needs and limitations, and don't hesitate to communicate them with others. Healthy boundaries ensure that your relationships remain positive and supportive, allowing you to maintain your sense of self while connecting deeply with others. It's important to prioritize your well-being, and setting boundaries can help you create the space needed for personal growth and self-care. Another crucial aspect of surrounding yourself with supportive relationships is to practice gratitude and appreciation for those who enrich your life. Expressing gratitude not only strengthens your connections, but also creates a positive atmosphere in your relationships. Take the time to acknowledge the people who support you, whether through words, gestures, or acts of kindness. Simple phrases like "I appreciate you" or "Thank you for being there for me" can have a profound impact on your relationships, fostering a sense of reciprocity and deepening your bond. In moments of difficulty, it's especially important to lean on your supportive relationships. Life can be unpredictable, and challenges are a natural part of the human experience. When faced with adversity, having a strong support system can make all the difference. Reach out to those who uplift you during tough times, whether to seek advice, share your feelings, or simply to be in their company. Supportive friends and family will often provide a listening ear or a comforting presence, reminding you that you are not alone in your struggles. Allowing others to support you can also be a powerful way to cultivate trust and deepen your relationships. It's essential to recognize that relationships are a two-way street. To cultivate supportive connections, it's important to be a source of support for others as well. This means actively listening, offering encouragement, and being present for those you care about. When you invest time and energy into supporting others, you create a nurturing environment that promotes mutual growth and understanding. This reciprocity fosters a sense of community and connection, reinforcing the bonds you share and encouraging everyone involved to thrive. Finally, be open to change within your relationships. People grow and evolve, and so do their needs and dynamics. It's important to embrace the natural flow of relationships, recognizing that some connections may fade while new ones emerge. Letting go of relationships that no longer serve you can be a challenging but necessary step toward creating a supportive network that aligns with your current self. Embrace the opportunity to reassess and cultivate relationships that inspire you, enabling you to thrive in your journey. Surrounding yourself with supportive relationships is an empowering choice that can profoundly impact your overall happiness and well-being. By consciously evaluating and nurturing your connections, establishing healthy boundaries, and practicing gratitude, you create a network of individuals who uplift and inspire you. These supportive relationships provide a solid foundation for personal growth, resilience, and joy. Remember that the journey towards surrounding yourself with positivity and support is an ongoing process. Embrace the opportunities that come your way and trust that the right people will enter your life at the right time, enriching your journey and helping you to flourish. As you cultivate these relationships, you will find that the love, encouragement, and understanding you receive will enhance every aspect of your life, making your journey not just bearable but truly beautiful.